So what's going on, Soul Life community? This is me, Sawyer, Yeshayahu, Isaiah, um, you know, Azia, and this is a good video. This is just me sharing my experience. I learned that I was re-edified or much more educated from beautiful, great Tangle Fairy, who I seen her witness this experience while doing in her individual personal spiritual life. But I want to share my personal experience in connection to this is that right there is actually my altar offering, burning bowl. And as you can see, there's a heap of smoke coming from that. I remember in the beginning, from personal sharing my experience, that it was really honestly like that in the beginning because it was a really not much of a strong connection. But ever since then, I've been applying this method, this technique, and this practice. This has been very, This has been very, very helpful. And I want to just say unto our Soul Life community is that, I usually do not necessarily daily basis, but I've seen like I try to do every Friday. But I give a offering and also a thanksgiving unto my ancestors. Not to say they're the deities of life, but saying that they are a spirit, their souls and spirits are spirits simply. And giving thanks for them and helping and making sure that our connection is very, very strong. And that anything that I need help with, they will by all means help me out no matter what overall. So I just want to say unto our Soul Life, our nice piece of creation, is that whatever your remember, you have to do it per intent, and that's necessary to say a per intent, not necessarily per intent far as like to focus on you getting all your shit, all your stuff you want, and simply that it becomes more of a direction of being more selfish or egotistical or just not caring about no nice piece of creation besides yourself. That's not the intent you want to go in that direction of. But far as desires and heart fulfillment, yes, that is also a nice, important thought to think of. But let it be in an intent where it can help somebody else besides yourself. So I'm grateful, and also let it be also in good intent for healing. Let it be intent for healing. Healing matters within yourself. And if you come out with a story of experience of how you got healed from this encounter, this is one of the ways. This is a good helping tool to share onto somebody else, But you by all means be led by the Spirit necessarily, because some may ask, well, how do I do it? How do I start off? But just be led simply by your Spirit. And if there's somebody who come in your path, your spirit's path, you are directed to get assistance of helping with in this practice, then by all means, then the spirit of overall the kingdom of heaven, spirit of life will help you out how to practice this in a way that does not become a religion, but more become of appreciation and gratitude and stuff like that. So last thing that's known to share in this is also too, I started really applying this technique more especially writing my prayers out, which I usually do. But I've been being led in the spirit to draw my prayers out and use them as like the image of the eye, because they're all seeing eye, they say, simply your eyes. But use that in direction where it can be helped with in that term of a matter. So I burn my, prayer writings out because, once you burn, that's like purging. So you're purging your intention within yourself, and it becomes fruitful. But as you can see, the smoke goes in different directions. It sometimes go to the left, and sometimes go to the right. But that's good. That's just showing a good sign to show you that it's actually getting through. So again, as per intent, you want to always re-examine your heart, check your heart. Ancient wise saying goes to say, let a man examine himself before he take the supper cup. So always examine your heart. Examine yourself and be thankful for what's manifesting. Necessarily what's manifesting, what's going forth. Whatever your prayer note may be. But again, this is just an encouragement, not to encourage somebody to go burn a whole bunch of shit and then cause a big ass fire. You can't put it out, but just, take small little baby steps and just go forth. And I'm happy to share this with you. So I'm happy to see this is actually within my, this is me doing this outside of my Airbnb. Again, this is a beautiful, nice place. As you can see, just watery scenery. Damn, the shit is foggy. We got to get the shit out of here. So I'm going to just kind of turn on the fan. It's burning my eyes, but let me step out for a brief moment and move this over here. Very hot. Whew, shoot, forgive me. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna kind of close the door. We're probably gonna move this a little bit further because this shit is really burning. Let's actually move it. Give me a brief moment, y'all. Kind of put it where it's not really, causing too much smoke to come in this place. But it should be out in a couple of moments. Again, it's with a prayer intent. I had to step out for a moment because it is filled with smoke just in general. But this is the overall prayer good intent. Come here, kitty. Come here. Yeah, it's a cool cat, man. This cat's like cool. I always like to talk to the cat. You okay, buddy? It's a cool cat right here, guys. It's my little homie. This is a cat that's my spiritual animal guide. Mine's really originally is a hummingbird, but as you can see, this cat is like so really raw. I like cats. It's so funny that I used to not really do this type of stuff. I mean, I did back in my past life, but this modern term, this temple being body, I don't recall doing it too much. The cat's actually looking at the camera. You want to say hi, dear friend? Yeah, cat's in his own vibe. So, as you can see, the smoke, you probably can't see it too well, but a while back ago, it was actually raw. So I'm just letting it right now air out, but I am happy. Let me just air out of here. Hopefully this can come out fast. Happy just to say, as I go through my shamanic experience, awakening experience, and the sanctuary journey, my oneness within, I'm going through so much that I can't even put in terms of words. The only thing I can think of to do practically is to offer services in the process to help those whom are, especially masculine energy, those whom are experiencing something very, very similar. Again, similar. Where you're being isolated, you're feeling that you don't even want to talk to beings necessarily, and that's because you may feel more connected to talk to the trees and the animals. You may feel more connected to go out into nature. You may feel more connected to do little things like we just showed moments ago, stuff like that. But it's okay. It's okay. I just want to definitely always, this main thing to keep coming to the terms of words to say to y'all is that it's okay if you're feeling that way. Be yourself in that process. And don't seek to be something that you're not to be. Simply be yourself. Enjoy yourself. Love yourself. It takes this type of strong, not necessarily just discipline, but this type of strong calling, this type of strong awareness, more leads to say, this awareness that even goes beyond just being conscious, even beyond the subconscious. It's beyond the heart. It's beyond the emotional phrase of life. Within the experiences of life. But again, I'm grateful to just share my story, my personal testimony, to let you know I'm not really seen to be part of the sect of religion. I know religion is a belief in a sense, but I'm not seen far as to be part of a agenda plan where it seeks to control your spirit. So living in places like this, where you're out in a place where it's like a cabin and stuff like that's more like a rebel state, because you're not necessarily seeking to be amongst the the norm of how so far society has lived. It's like day to day, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So I'm flowing with the spirit, not flowing by trying to be so conscious, trying to be so, hey, take you so deep into life. Nah, just simply being myself. That's simply it. And again, shout out to my master God, my spiritual guides, archangels, all from the kingdom of light, kingdom of heaven. Shout out to the spirit of life, the breath of life. Shout out to the salvation message of life. Like, that ain't why I'm saying go work out your own salvation, work it all out. Research yourself, re-see art in yourself. You know what I'm saying? See all your greatness within yourself and enjoy that. And that's just simply it. Thank you for your time.